Hello and welcome to City Beat, your central source of news and information for the city of Rocky Mount. I'm Tamika Keenan-Norman, Public Affairs Manager, and I am so excited about today's show because it is all about the Twin Counties Visioning Project, and we need your participation. During today's show, we'll talk to facilitators and study circle group participants on how they got involved with making sure that Nash and Edgecombe counties would be an even better place to live. So stay tuned as we give you more information here on City Beat.
What you're looking at is the center of the universe for the folks who live in the Twin Counties region of North Carolina. It's the interchange where I-95 crosses U.S. Highway 64. Travel 2 hours north on I-95 and you'll reach Richmond. 2 hours south will put you close to the South Carolina border. And only 2.5 hours away are cities like Norfolk and Greensboro and the famed golf courses of Pinehurst. If you travel 50 minutes west on US 64, you'll be in Raleigh. And just a little beyond there, you'll be in the world-famous Research Triangle Park. If you travel 2 hours east on US 64, you'll reach the beaches of the Outer Banks. A 4-hour drive from this interchange puts you in Charlotte or Washington, D.C. A half-day's drive west puts you in the majestic Appalachian Mountains. And just a day's drive away, you reach either Atlanta or New York. But what also makes our location so extra special is our climate. Now, we do have 4 seasons of the year, but since our cold winter days only hang around for a few weeks in the winter, many golfers brag about playing the links year-round. And if you ask what are the most beautiful times in the Twin Counties, most everyone talks about our spring days filled with dogwoods and azaleas, and our long fall season filled with fairs, pig pickings, and football. If you think of being at a crossroads as a challenge, think again, because where I-95 and US Highway 64 come together is the place where friendly folks and great opportunities intersect. Welcome to Nash and Edgecombe counties. We can't wait to meet you.
Hello and welcome back to City Beat, where today's focus is on the Twin Counties Visioning Project, and we need your assistance. Here to tell us more are 2 facilitators, Max Avent and Karen Callaway.
I decided to get involved with the Twin Counties Visioning Project, primarily because of my passion about life, about human development, about economic development, about spiritual development. The whole social agenda is part of my philosophy, it's part of my theology, that we do the best we can to raise everybody to have a certain quality of life. I decided to take on the role of facilitator primarily because of the fact that I thought that it would enable me or give me a great chance to suppress my own views, for me to not to be so adamant about expressing my opinion, and then to allow other thoughts to flourish, which would enable other people to be a part of this thought process. The job of the facilitator entails you alleviating tensions that emerge out of the views and out of the views of the different participants. The other is to keep it moving, to keep the discussion flowing, and to hope that there can come a creative solution out of those tensions that come out of the thought process. The group that I facilitated were of various backgrounds. There was a very diverse group, from ages to vocations to professions. They were from the different regions of the country. Therefore, it enabled us to get the views of those who have been shaped by other regions or other subcultures, and to bring them in and to help us to understand the difference between us all, but yet it can be a creative or positive end to it as we bring all the solutions together. Our meetings were approximately 2 to 3 hours long, 2 different sessions, each occurring on Saturday morning. And what occurred during those meetings was we had allowed the participants to be a part or to express their views on the region, where we were, how they felt, what they felt could be the best possible solutions, how they felt we perhaps got here, what we were lacking, the needs, the necessary tools that we probably need to advance our region in various ways in terms of education, in terms of business environment, in terms of healthcare, in terms of race relations. All those ideas emerged from those meetings. The group often had solutions sometimes that were disconnected from reality. An example was given on why haven't we cleaned up all the tributaries and the waterways and et cetera, but when the question was asked, where do we get the resources from, then they could not connect the resources with the solution because they could not come up with an answer on where we get those resources from to do all that cleaning. Going back to the role of the facilitator, it was defined from the outset the role of the facilitator was not to educate the people on the issues. My only role was to take their views and to apply it on a board or a chart, let them see it, and submit it back to the city. So we could not really just go back and say you're wrong, and I found this is quite at a disadvantage, me and within my personality. And as I forestated, it was probably so much misinformation and disinformation out there, and that's part of our problem now. I would love for us to become a little bit more educated on facts that surrounds our region. I commend the city officials, I commend the county leaders, I commend all that's involved in initiating the Twin County Competitive Study, and then later the Twin County Visioning Project. And I think that it is a grand opportunity for us to be involved, for all citizens to be involved in this process and to help reshape the future, as I forestated. It is a rare opportunity. So I think that if we can get people involved, more engaged, the local engagement, then we can see it come to fruition. What do I hope will come out of it? I hope that when people speak the word Rocky Mount, that what they will think of is the best of education, the best of human relations, the best of race relations, the best of health care, the safest place in the world to live. So I'm hoping that all these things can come out of it, and I believe that we can accomplish this if we will only apply the will, if we can come up with the will. I would like to add to that if the city and the employees and the counties and the entire region can work together, we can rebrand our region, and that we can think more regionally, and that we can delete these sections, or let us be less parochial, should I say, within our own mind, and understand that we're all together in this process. So that is the hope that I hope we will come out of this, and I certainly hope that we can grow, and I hope that we will be a prosperous region.
I decided to get involved with the Twin Counties visioning process after hearing Dr. James Johnson's presentation last spring. I found it fascinating, and as a local, I wanted to be involved in making Rocky Mount a better community, making it more interesting, more vibrant, more attractive for all of us. Regarding the study circles, I've actually been working with two groups. The first group was made up mainly of governmental employees. The second group is made up mainly, not completely, but mainly of members of one church. It's been very interesting to hear the diverse positions of each group. That's been very fascinating. The meetings range, typically each study group meets for 4 sessions, and each session can range from an hour to 2 hours. It depends on the group, how the conversation is going, and the topics for each day. The first meeting typically is getting to know one another and developing a vision for the community. The second is identifying or studying the problem, which also includes completing a report card on the community. The third meeting typically involves identifying some solutions, and the fourth meeting is really bringing all of the previous meetings together into action ideas. And those action ideas will be presented at a town hall forum later this summer. The visioning process, I think, is extremely fascinating. I think there's a lot of value there. I think that we all want to try to make Rocky Mount a better place. It's a little bit sometimes, for some of the participants, the process starts a little slowly, the first 2 meetings. So I had to encourage everyone to hang in there for the third and fourth meetings. But I think what I'm hearing from everyone that's participated is we all want to make Rocky Mount a better community. And I think this is a good starting point for that process and for bringing some positive improvements to Rocky Mount. Facilitators for the visioning process actually act as conduits to help the members proceed from dialogue to action. We're neutral, we're impartial. We try to ask open-ended questions, and again, to move the members from a conversation about the community to action ideas for the community.
Thank you, Karen and Max, for sharing your perspective on the Twin Counties Visioning Project. As you've heard, it doesn't take too much time and effort to get involved, and your involvement makes a tremendous difference. When we come back, we'll hear about the experience from one study group participant. You're watching City Beat.
If you're retiring and planning to relocate to North Carolina, please consider the Twin Counties region. We're already an attractive and affordable area that many retirees already call home. Real estate prices in our Twin Counties area are very affordable, and we have all types of homes available. For the golf lover, you'll find homes next to the 8 courses that dot our area. And if you're bringing a boat, drop anchor at a waterfront home at the reservoir. In Rocky Mount, you'll find neighborhoods that cater to specifically residents over 55. We also have patio homes, cluster homes, townhomes, condos, and apartments. Enjoy doing yard work? We've got homes with spacious lawns. We've also got homes where an association handles the landscape and where you'll never push a mower or rake a leaf. In between all of our neighborhoods and subdivisions are shopping centers, lots of parks, and the scenic Tar River Trail. You'll also learn that we're a strong faith-based community with over 500 houses of worship in our region. The Twin Counties area is also home to an excellent healthcare system. Nash Healthcare is one of the state's largest medical facilities and will soon feature a new heart center and expanded emergency room. The hospital is consistently ranked as one of the top hospitals in North Carolina. In Tarboro, Viadent Edgecombe Hospital is a 117-bed acute care facility offering residents of Edgecombe County and surrounding communities a wide range of health services. More than 20 specialties are represented by Viadent Edgecombe Hospital's medical staff. The hospital is part of the Viadent Health Systems. Over 60 physicians offer 16 medical specialties as part of the Boyce Willis Clinic. Boyce Willis has a total staff of over 350 operating in 7 medical office locations. What also makes our area so popular with many retirees is our location. You'll find the Twin Counties right where I-95 crosses U.S. Highway 64. Travel 50 minutes west and you'll be in Raleigh. Drive a few more hours in the same direction and you're in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Travel 2 hours east and you'll reach the beautiful beaches of the Outer Banks. And if all that weren't enough, we're also halfway between New York City and Florida. No doubt about it, our transportation network makes getting to where you want to go simple and easy. But what also makes our location exceptional is our climate. We have the 4 seasons, but our cold winter days last such a short time that our golfers like to brag about playing the links year-round, and our fishermen never put away their tackle. So if you're a retiree relocating to North Carolina, please look at the Nash and Edgecombe Counties region. We have all of the amenities that retirement communities in other parts of the country have, combined with an attractive cost of living. Please come for a visit and see for yourself why this is a great place to call home.
Hello and welcome back to City Beat. I'm Tamika Keenan Norman, Public Affairs Manager, and if you're just tuning in, today's show is about the Twin Counties Visioning Project. We're encouraging churches, sororities, fraternities, and other civic groups to get involved. Want to know what the process entails? Here's Bob League, Study Circle Group participant, to tell us more.
I decided to get involved with the Twin Counties Visioning Project after going to the first kickoff meeting down at the Imperial Center. I enjoyed that. I found that I learned quite a bit about Rocky Mount. And I am a native of Rocky Mount as well as a longtime resident here. So I've always had a keen interest in Rocky Mount, and my family's here, and I just like to be a participant in things that are happening in the city and try to make a contribution to do as best I can to help things improve, if possible, with the city. Well, I decided to take on the role as a study circle participant rather than a facilitator because it fit in my calendar work schedule at the time. And also, I just wanted to go and have the freedom of being able to comfortably say what I wanted to say. And if I had any ideas, I wanted to feel free to express those. I just didn't want to take the leadership role. And I thought it would be best for me at this time to be a participant rather than a facilitator. Well, it was not hard to fit it into my schedule. Number one, because there were so many study circles offered at various times and days and locations, I had a number of opportunities that I could have used. I did elect to choose something that was basically a lunch hour, and it was also close to my work. I only had to go down to the library, so it didn't take long. I found that the time commitment was not a problem at all. As a study circle participant, I went to the meetings first, and there were about 5, as I recall. I also prepared myself by using some of the literature that was supplied from the facilitator, reading that and looking it over. Also, I talked with friends and family about things in Rocky Mount and co-workers, just sort of prepped myself so that I'd be ready when I got there. And then as a participant in the study circle, I just listened to the other members and began to learn who they were and listen to their comments and ideas. The study circle group that I attended was at the library, as I mentioned, and it was not a big group. It was only about 6 people plus the 2 facilitators. The group just happened that I knew 2 of the members by name, not real close friends with, but I did know them, and others were new to me, and that was one of the things I liked about this process, is that I did meet some new people. What I enjoyed most about the study circles was listening to other people's comments and ideas. They brought different perspectives than my own. They came from various parts of the city that I did not come from myself. They were represented different groups and different ages. So I just learned by hearing something different than what I normally see or do every day. My opinion of the project is that it's very beneficial. I'm happy that the city and the counties all got together to do this. I think it was a grand opportunity for anyone that would like to participate, and I certainly encourage anyone to do so. I thought it was very beneficial. I learned a lot, enjoyed meeting new people, making some new friends. For those people out there who might be contemplating joining in the process, I would highly recommend them doing so. I think it's a grand opportunity. It's at no cost to you. It just takes some time, and it's not that much time. It'll be done and over with in a period of about 4 to 6 weeks. I would think that you would learn a lot. You would meet new people, make some new friends. You have a chance to voice your opinions and share your ideas. I think it's just a grand opportunity for anybody to participate. And if you're interested in Rocky Mount and the Twin Counties, and I think most everyone is, you would have the opportunity to contribute in a positive way. I'm looking forward to the next part of the process, the project, the Town Hall Forum. I'm looking forward to hearing the ideas of the various study circles that were out there and just seeing what kinds of things could be done within the city and the Twin Counties, and also following those as they hopefully become implemented in the future.
Thank you, Bob, and thank you for tuning in to another edition of City Beat. Remember, if you already have a formed group, if you're a member of a church, sororities, fraternities, or other civic groups, we need your involvement in these study circles. All you have to do to register is to log on to the Twin Counties Visioning website, which is currently on your screen, or you can contact Bev Harrelson at 972-1332. Remember, in the words of Peter Drucker, the best way to predict the future is to create it.